heard the address is still on the other side, so we'll not have that on camera. Alright, so this is a pretty special album. I wouldn't say just from my childhood, but definitely where my memories of this music started from. Terrible knife. This is 1984's Sade's Diamond Life. So this album is probably maybe a second print because I see the copyright is 1985. I think this dust cover's okay. So, Sade was formed in 1983. So the lead singer, Sade, began to perform and, from what's described as began backpacking along with the band known as Pride. And this was in England. 3 members of this group: Paul Anthony Cook, Paul Denman, and Stuart Matthewman. They all left Pride along with was recorded at the power plant. So the power plant recorded albums from artists like The Cure, Jethro Tull, The Kinks, Paul McCartney, Yes, Black Sabbath, and Pink Floyd. So they were pretty good company there. Paul S. Denman, Andrew Hale, Sade. I would go so far to say that unless you're a real sort of Sade fan or nerd, however you want to call it, you probably wouldn't know who everybody else is in the band. Sade is kind of the voice and the face of it. And she is sort of an enigmatic figure. She's one of those people on Instagram, they'll always say, doesn't crack. I believe she's in her 60s now and looks pretty much the same as she does in this photo. As I love this record sleeve, it's pretty damaged. So, I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I'm gonna replace it. Smooth Operator, first album, or first track on the album, and definitely a major hit for them. Your Love is King, also another hit. Hang On to Your Love, Frankie's First Affair. When am I going to make a living? Okay. So it kind of says it in the name of the first track. Smooth Operator. What an apropos way to describe this entire style of music. It's like jazzy, poppy, deep, heavy, romantic. Listening to Sade is like, just drinking a great Pinot Noir on a snowy night in front of a fireplace in the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Side 2. just looking a quick read up. The album was released in the United States in 1985, so this is a first print rather, just an American version of the album. I personally think this album is pretty near flawless. The perfect length, couple of hits, couple of deep tracks. I don't think I've ever met anyone who didn't like Sade. Alright, let's see how I can pack this away. Ideally, I can keep both dust sleeves. Okay. It feels okay. It doesn't seem like they're wrestling for too much real estate in there. Let's see how it fits into the album. Album cover. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Personally, I think it's one of the best